My best friend and I were inseparable for 15 years. Then she got successful and said, I don't remember you being that important to me. 15 years of friendship, always supporting her dreams, until she made it big and suddenly I was just someone from her past. My name is Jordan Hayes. I'm 29 years old. My best friend Claire and I were inseparable for 15 years. From the moment we met in high school, we were attached at the hip. When Claire wanted to be a singer, I was her biggest supporter, her cheerleader, her constant believer. I drove her to auditions, helped record her demos, promoted her shows, let her live with me rent-free when she couldn't afford her own place. You're my best friend, she'd say. I couldn't do this without you. I believed her. Then Claire got her big break. Record deal, national tour, sudden fame. And suddenly I didn't exist anymore. When I finally got through to her, Claire said, I appreciate everything, but honestly, I don't remember you being that important to my journey. You were just there. 15 years of friendship. Erased because I was no longer useful. This is the story of supporting someone's dream for over a decade, only to be told I never mattered once they succeeded. I met Claire when we were 14. First day of freshman year at Nashville High. I was nervous, lost, trying to find my locker. Claire was at the locker next to mine, struggling with her combination lock. This is impossible, she muttered. I laughed. Mine won't open either. We helped each other figure it out, started talking, clicked immediately. By lunch we were sitting together. By the end of the week we were best friends. I feel like I've known you forever, Claire said. Same. We were inseparable after that. Claire was outgoing, confident, talented. She sang in the school choir, performed in every musical, dreamed of being famous. I was quieter, more practical, but I loved music too. Not performing, supporting, behind the scenes. You should audition for the musical, Claire would say. No way. I'll help with sets or costumes. You're the star. You could be a star too. I don't want to be. I want to help stars shine. She'd smile, then help me shine. And I did, for 15 years. In high school, I went to every single one of Claire's performances, every choir concert, every musical, every talent show. I'd sit in the front row, cheer the loudest, make signs with her name. You're my biggest fan, she'd say. Always will be. After shows, we'd go to Denny's, talk for hours about her dreams. I'm going to be a singer, Claire said one night senior year. Like a real singer. Albums, tours, the whole thing. You will be. You're incredible. You really think so? I know so. Will you still be my friend when I'm famous? Always. We're best friends. That doesn't change. She squeezed my hand. Promise. Promise. After high school, we both stayed in Nashville. Claire went to community college for a semester, then dropped out to focus on music. I went to a state school nearby, got a degree in marketing. We saw each other constantly. Claire would come over to my dorm. We'd stay up late writing songs, recording demos on my laptop. This one's going to be the hit, she'd say about every song. I'd help her polish lyrics, figure out melodies, record vocals over and over until they were perfect. You should get credit for this, she'd say sometimes. You help so much. I don't need credit. I just want to help you succeed. When I graduated and got a job at a marketing firm, Claire was still pursuing music full-time. She was struggling, playing tiny venues, open mic nights, coffee shops, getting paid in drink tickets and exposure. She couldn't afford her apartment, got evicted. Can I crash with you for a bit? She asked. Just until I get on my feet. Of course. Stay as long as you need. She moved into my one-bedroom apartment, slept on my couch, stayed for 8 months. Didn't pay rent. I didn't ask her to. She was my best friend. She was following her dream. I worked full-time, came home tired. Claire would be on my couch, guitar in hand, working on songs. How was work? Exhausting. How was your day? I wrote 3 new songs. Want to hear them? Always. I'd listen, give feedback, help her refine them. Then I'd make us dinner, do the dishes, pay the bills. Claire would practice, dream, plan. I'm going to make it, Jordan. I can feel it. I know you will. When Claire got gigs, I'd help promote them, posted on social media, invited everyone I knew, made flyers and put them up around Nashville. You're the best, she'd say. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do without you. I go to every show, stand in the front, cheer, film videos for her social media. After shows, we'd load her equipment into my car, drive home together. One day, I'll have roadies to do this, she'd joke. One day, I'll be watching you from a stadium. Will you still come to my shows when I'm famous? Every single one. She'd smile. You're my best friend. My ride or die. Always. When Claire got auditions for record labels or talent showcases, I'd drive her. Nashville traffic is terrible. Auditions were often across town, early morning or late evening. I take time off work, rearrange my schedule, drive her there, wait for hours, drive her home. How'd it go? Sometimes she'd be excited. They loved me. They said they'd call. Sometimes she'd cry. They didn't even listen to my whole song. They said I wasn't what they're looking for. They're wrong. You're incredible. The right people will see that. You really believe that? With my whole heart. This went on for years. I was 22, 23, 24, 25, working my marketing job, climbing the ladder slowly. Claire was still struggling, still playing small venues, still getting rejected. But she never gave up, and I never stopped supporting her. When I was 26, I got a promotion, better salary, better benefits. I moved into a 2-bedroom apartment, finally had space. Claire can have the second bedroom, I told my boyfriend at the time, Ryan. Your friend who's been crashing with you for years? She's not crashing. She's pursuing her dream. When is she going to get a real job? Music is her real job. Ryan didn't understand. We broke up a few months later. I'm sorry, Claire said when I told her. Was it because of me? It was because he didn't get it. Didn't get what friendship means. You're the best friend anyone could ask for. You do the same for me. Always. But looking back, I'm not sure she would have. When I was 27, Claire got a manager, a guy named Derek who ran a small talent agency. He thinks I have real potential, Claire said, excited. He's going to help me get a record deal. That's amazing. He wants me to focus full-time, no day jobs, just music. That makes sense. So I'll need to keep staying with you, if that's okay. Of course it's okay. Derek started booking Claire better gigs, bigger venues, opening slots for known artists. She was getting noticed, building a following. I'd still go to every show, still promote her, still help however I could. Derek says I need to work on my image, Claire said one day. Be more professional, more polished. You're already amazing. He thinks I should update my social media, make it more curated, less personal. Whatever you think is best. Her posts started changing. More professional photos, less candid moments, less of us hanging out. Derek says I should only post content that builds my brand. That makes sense. I noticed I was appearing in her posts less and less, but I didn't say anything. She was building her career. That was what mattered. When Claire was 28, she got her big break. Derek got her an audition with a major label. She went. She killed it. They offered her a contract. She called me screaming with joy. I got it. Jordan, I got it. They want to sign me. Oh my God. Claire. That's incredible. I'm going to be a real singer. Like a real actual signed artist. You already were a real singer. Now the world gets to know it. I can't believe this is happening. After all these years. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for everything. For believing in me. For supporting me. I literally couldn't have done this without you. I'm just happy for you. Let's celebrate. Come over. We'll drink cheap wine and scream. I'll be there in 20 minutes. We celebrated that night. Laughed. Cried. Talked about her future. You're going to come to all my shows, right? She said. Every single one I can. And you'll still be my friend? Even when I'm famous. Claire, of course. Nothing changes. We're best friends. Forever. Forever. That was the last real conversation we had. Within a month, everything changed. The label assigned Claire a new team: professional manager, publicist, social media strategist. Derek was out. This new manager, Veronica, was in. Veronica says I need to rebrand, Claire told me on the phone. Create a new image. Distance myself from my past. Why? She says my old image wasn't polished enough. Too amateur. We need to create a narrative of overnight success. But it wasn't overnight. You worked for years. I know, but that's not the story they want to tell. Oh. She also says I need to be more selective about who I'm seen with, who I associate with publicly. My stomach dropped. What does that mean? It means, I don't know. I have to think about my brand now. Everything I do is public. Okay. But we're still friends. Obviously. This is just business. Okay. But it wasn't okay. Claire stopped coming home. She moved out of my apartment and into a place downtown, paid for by the label. She didn't tell me she was moving. I came home from work one day and her stuff was gone. Just a note on the counter. Got a new place. Things are crazy. I'll call you soon. See. She didn't call. I texted her. Hey, saw you moved out. Want to get dinner this week? No response. I texted again a few days later. Congrats on the new place. Would love to see it. Coffee. No response. I called. Went to voicemail. I waited. A week passed. 2 weeks. Nothing. Then I saw her on social media, posting constantly. Professional photo shoots, studio sessions, meetings with producers. And a new group of people, always tagged, always featured. Her manager Veronica, her publicist Stephanie, her stylist Marcus, her producer Kyle. People I'd never heard of, never met. She posted a photo with them, caption, so grateful for my day ones, the people who believed in me from the start. Day ones? She'd met them a month ago. I'd been there for 15 years. I commented, so proud of you, miss you. She liked the comment, didn't respond. I tried calling again, went to voicemail. I texted, hey, are you okay? I haven't heard from you. Just want to make sure you're good. 3 days later, a response. I'm great. Just super busy. This industry is insane. Talk soon. We didn't talk soon. Weeks turned into months. I watched her career explode from a distance. Her single dropped, went viral, hit the charts. She was on talk shows, radio interviews, magazine covers. Living the dream we'd talked about since we were 14. And I wasn't part of it. I saw her post about recording her album, grateful for my team who made this possible. A photo of her with Veronica, Kyle, and the studio team. Not a mention of the hundreds of demos we'd recorded in my bedroom. Not a word about the years of practice, the small venue shows, the rejection and perseverance. Just her new team, her new narrative. I tried reaching out one more time. Claire, I'm really proud of you, but I miss my friend. Can we talk? No response. I called. It rang once, then went to voicemail. I realized she blocked my number. My best friend of 15 years had blocked me. I was devastated, confused, hurt. Had I done something wrong? Said something offensive? Why was she icing me out? Then her album dropped. I listened to every song. Some of them were songs we'd worked on together, lyrics I'd helped write, melodies we'd figured out in my apartment. But the credits only listed her and her new producer. My contributions erased. One song was clearly about our friendship, about someone who believed in her, supported her, was always there. The bridge. You were there from the start / believed in my heart / now I'm living my dream / and I wish you could see. It made me cry, because I could see. I was watching from the outside. I commented on her album announcement post. These songs are beautiful. So proud of how far you've come. She didn't respond. Her album went platinum. She announced a national tour. Nashville was one of the stops. My city. Our city. I bought a ticket. Told myself I'd go. Support her like I always had. Maybe see her after the show. Talk to her. Understand what happened. The day of the concert, I got an email. My ticket had been refunded. Due to unforeseen circumstances, your ticket has been canceled. Full refund processed. Just mine. The show wasn't canceled. It sold out. I'd been specifically removed. I sat in my apartment that night, listened to the concert happening across town. Saw the posts online. Claire on stage, living her dream. The dream I'd helped her build. And I wasn't even allowed to watch. I finally got an answer a few days later. Claire's assistant, a woman I'd never met named Brittany, sent me an email. Hi Jordan. Claire wanted me to reach out regarding your recent attempts to contact her. Claire is in a very busy phase of her career and is prioritizing her time carefully. She appreciates your past support, but she's focusing on her current professional relationships. She asks that you respect her space and refrain from further contact. Best, Brittany assistant to Claire Martinez. I stared at that email for an hour. 15 years of friendship, reduced to a form letter from an assistant. I responded, not to Brittany, directly to Claire's personal email, the one I'd had for over a decade. Claire. I don't understand what happened. We were best friends. I supported you for 15 years. I was there for everything. Every rejection. Every small show. Every doubt. I believed in you when no one else did. Now you're successful and I don't exist anymore? I'm not asking for credit. I'm not asking for money. I just want my friend back. Can we please talk? Jordan. 2 days later I got a response. Not from an assistant. From Claire. Jordan. I got your email. I'm going to be honest because I think you deserve that. I appreciate everything you did. You were supportive. You were there. But honestly, I don't remember you being that important to my journey. You were just there. You were a friend who helped sometimes. But my success, that came from me. My talent. My hard work. And now my team. Veronica, Cal, my label, they're the ones who actually made this happen. You didn't make me successful. I did. And I don't owe you anything for being a supportive friend. That's what friends do. I've moved on. I'm in a different place in my life. And I need people around me who understand this industry, who can help me grow, not people who remind me of when I was nobody. I'm sorry if that hurts, but it's the truth. Take care of yourself. Claire. I read that email 50 times. Each time hurt more than the last. I don't remember you being that important. 15 years. Hundreds of hours. Thousands of dollars. Countless sacrifices. Not important. You were just there. I wasn't just there. I was the only one there. For years. People who remind me of when I was nobody. She wasn't nobody. She was my best friend. She was talented and driven and full of dreams. But now she was embarrassed by who she used to be. And by extension by me. I didn't respond to that email. I closed my laptop, sat in silence. Then I did what I should have done weeks ago. I unfollowed her on social media, blocked her number, deleted our photos, threw away the concert posters and ticket stubs I'd saved. Erased 15 years. Because if I wasn't important to her, she wasn't going to be important to me anymore. My friends noticed I was upset. What happened with Claire? My friend Mia asked. She got famous and forgot where she came from. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm angry. You should be. You supported her for years. And apparently that didn't matter. It mattered. She's just too selfish to acknowledge it. I started therapy a month later. My therapist, Dr. Kim, helped me process the loss. You're grieving a friendship, she said. I feel stupid for caring this much. You're not stupid. You invested 15 years in this relationship. That's significant. She said I wasn't important. That says more about her than it does about you. How? People who erase their past are often ashamed of it. Or they're protecting an image. Either way, it's not about your worth. It's about her insecurity. She's a successful recording artist. What does she have to be insecure about? Success doesn't erase insecurity. Sometimes it amplifies it. That helped. A little. Over the next few months, I focused on rebuilding my life. I threw myself into my career, got another promotion, started working on projects I was passionate about. I deepened friendships with people who actually valued me, who showed up, who reciprocated. I started dating someone new, someone kind, someone who thought my loyalty and support were qualities to admire, not use. I moved on. 6 months after Claire's email, I saw her on TV. A late-night talk show interview. The host asked her about her journey. "It's been amazing," Claire said. "I've worked so hard for this. And I'm so grateful to everyone who helped me get here." Who are some of those people? My manager Veronica has been incredible. My producer Kyle. My label. My team. They believed in me and helped me create something special. What about before all this? Did you have supporters in the early days? Honestly, not really. I was pretty much on my own. Just me and my guitar playing small shows, hoping someone would notice. The lie was so blatant I laughed. Just her and her guitar. Not me. Not my apartment. Not my car. Not my encouragement. Not 15 years of friendship. Just her. I turned off the TV. That was a year ago. I'm 29 now. Claire is 29. I haven't spoken to her since that email. I saw she got engaged recently, to a producer, someone in the industry. She posted about it. He's my best friend, my soulmate, the one who's been there through everything. Through everything that happened after she got famous, not before. I didn't feel anything when I saw the announcement. No sadness, no anger, nothing. She's a stranger to me now. People sometimes ask if I regret supporting her. I don't. I regret believing she valued our friendship as much as I did. I regret thinking loyalty and support mattered to her. I regret not seeing the signs earlier. But I don't regret being a good friend. That's who I am. Claire's career is still going strong. She's on her second album, still touring, still successful. Good for her. I'm doing well too. Got engaged myself recently, to someone who appreciates me, who values me, who would never erase me from their story. I'm happy. And I did it all without Claire. Which proves something she never understood. I didn't need her success to be successful. But she needed my support to get there. And now she has to live with the fact that she threw away a real friendship for a curated image. Have you ever supported someone who erased you once they succeeded? Have you ever been told you weren't important after years of being there? Have you ever watched someone rewrite history to exclude you? Share your experience in the comments. Sometimes the people you lift up are the first ones to step on you. If you believe that loyalty matters, that real friends acknowledge those who help them, that success shouldn't erase the people who believed in you first, hit that like button and subscribe. Because you can't spend 15 years calling someone your best friend then claim they weren't important once you don't need them anymore. That's not friendship. That's using people.